everybody, I hope you're doing well, taking care, and I want to welcome all of you to my first official YouTube video. I'm so excited to be here, and today I'll be making Pinterest inspired jewelry. If you like jewelry and you need some jewelry, hit me up. My shop link is in my bio, so go check it out. And now let's head on to the tutorial. Now let's start with our Pinterest inspired pearl earrings. These are some of the materials you're gonna need, but for the beads, you can be as creative as you want. I'm just using pearls because that's the inspo I got from Pinterest. These are some of the pliers you will need. Now you're just gonna start off with your head pins. This I chose the color gold because I don't know, I just feel like pearls and the color gold go together so good. Now just simply add the beads of your choice. I simply added a small gold one, and on top of the gold one I added a little blue pearl. After adding both of them, you're gonna quickly take your flat nose pliers and you're gonna do something that I call the pinch and bend. You're gonna pinch it on top and then bend it to the side, because now is when you're gonna start cutting and making your loop with your round nose pliers. These are flush cutters. You can find these almost anywhere. So yeah, I just started by cutting that piece. Oh, be careful. Look at what happened to mine. It just flew away. Be very careful when doing this. Do it not towards your face. Do it towards other areas that are not your face. As you can see, I cut it not too long and not too short, and then you're just gonna use your round nose pliers and bring it inward so you can have that little loop that you're going to use to keep hanging the other parts of the earring. Here's me just making the other loop of the other earring. Making a loop is not easy, so don't get mad or stressed if you don't get it at your first try, because honestly I never got it on my first tries. If you guys would like a video in detail using the pliers, doing some demonstrations on how to do decent loops, not the best because I still make mistakes, just comment down below and tell me any questions that you have. Now for the other section of the earring, I just took another head pin. I straightened out with my nylon jaw pliers. So I just did it that way because it's so much better. At the end, the earrings won't look sideways or anything. And now you just cut the end part of the head pin with some flush cutters once again, because this time instead of leaving the end, we're gonna make a loop at the bottom and at the top. This is because this is the middle piece, so part of the earring, the bottom part will be obviously hanging on the bottom, and then you have another bead on top, so you have kind of like this drop, this dangly earring, super cute. Once again, with my round nose pliers, I made another loop so I could hang the other part. As you can see, I just proceeded to take my flat nose pliers and I just push it together to make sure that it's gonna be secured and it's not gonna fall off or come off or even open. Now, as you can see, you're just gonna do the pinch and bend once again. You're gonna take your flat nose plier, obviously, after putting your bead or the bead of your choice, in this case, the little pearl. Then, after bending and pinching, you're gonna take your flush cutters, and once again, you're gonna do a cut, and then with your round nose pliers, you're gonna make another loop. This is just the middle part. I started speeding up the process a little bit because the steps basically just repeat, and now I'm gonna explain how to open a jump ring and how to close it too. Obviously, you're gonna need two pliers to hold the sides and basically just push one side forward and the other one backward, and then to push it all back together after you place your hook and your earring piece, you just once again just pull them together like I'm gonna show right now, just like that. Boom, your jump ring is all good. And now here's a little bit of another demonstration with the other earring. After you did this, your jump ring is gonna look all together. Try not to leave a gap or any kind of space in between them. Here's a little close-up of how it's supposed to look. Now get ready for the fabulous results. Here are the results of those pearl earrings. Pinterest inspired. I love them. Super cute, super minimalistic, and they also look fancy. So this was the beautiful result of those Pinterest inspired pearl earrings. I love the color. I love how they look. They're beautiful and unique. I don't got my ears pierced yet, but honestly though, wouldn't that look super cute? They're super simple to make. And if you like these, let me know in the comments. And if you recreated them, DM me on Instagram. I want to see your creations. So now we're gonna make a beaded ring. So let's get to it. Now let's create our beaded ring. These are the materials you will need. You can get these seed beads in any craft store or at Walmart. They also sell them there. So let's begin. Now with the stretch cord of your choice, you're gonna cut a piece, not too long but not too short either. It's better to have more than less. And a little life hack I do, I take these things that you use to grab paper together and put it in the end so the beads don't come off. And then you're gonna choose the beads that you want and you're gonna start putting them on. The pattern, you can do whichever pattern that you want. I just decided to go with the simple pattern because the colors kind of give me summer, beachy vibes, I don't know, and I really liked it. So now that it's all done, use your own finger for reference. You don't have to buy anything fancy to measure them, just use your own finger as a reference. Depends on which finger you're gonna put it. For me, I'm a ring size 7 or 8 and a really small one would fit me just fine. So you're gonna do a simple knot. For rings, I tie knots 5 times. For bracelets, I do it 3. Let me explain why. Because the thinner the stretch cord, the easier it can slip, untie, or break. After tying all the knots, I personally like to use silicone glue to add extra safety or security, however you want to call it, to it, to avoid it breaking or, you know, wearing out easily. But usually with the stretch magic cord that I use, they don't wear out at all because I have mine for a few months now and it's still good. As you can see right now, I'm adding the silicone glue. I use this one because this glue doesn't make it dry or chip, because if you use crazy glue, for example, I find that it makes the knot a little bit too rough and it can snap. So I just found it easier with this one. Now you can simply wait a couple of minutes for it to dry and cut it, but don't cut it too short and not too long either. And just be careful, and you can hide that knot inside a bead if you want. But this is how it looks. Super simple, super minimalistic, and I absolutely love it. Let's make another beaded ring, but this time a different pattern. Oh, that bead just slipped away. Anyways, for the steps, you're gonna follow exactly the same steps as the other ring. Just this time, I'm using a different pattern, different colors, and adding letter. I really liked how it looks with the pearls in between. I feel like it gives it a more not so casual look. It's a little bit more simpler but cute for any outfit. Now, a thing that happened was when I tried to tie it, one of the sides sadly kinda snapped, which you're going to see in a couple of seconds now. But since I already made a couple of knots, I didn't worry much and I just immediately put silicone glue on it. But if this happens to you, don't do this. Just try again, make it again. But it's still there. It didn't break at all. I still have it right there actually. So it came out well. Again, use stretch magic. Honestly, you might think that is expensive, but no, actually the cords that I buy, the stretch magic one, only cost me $3 only, and they sell other brands too. You can get for $1, $2, depending on which one you want to use. I use a couple of different brands, but stretch magic has been the best one for me, and right now this is what I told you guys about. I'm putting the silicone glue ASAP, but it still came out good. Look at it, it's so cute, so minimalistic. These are the final results of the ring. Let me give you a little close-up of this one. I made it myself. I made it a couple of months ago, and if I look tired, it's literally 3:30 right here in Puerto Rico, so I'm very tired. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this, let me know in the comments, and feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications, because next week I'm gonna bring another surprise video. Also, remember to follow my socials. Thank you. Bye.